Look, I don't want to be starting nothing. I don't want to be starting nothing. All right? I'm just here as a Raw reviewer. All right? But before we start, I just want to say this. Manchester, Manchester, Manchester City. Don't click me, bro. WrestleDrop, don't click me, bro. Do not cut this, bro. Just deal with it, bro. But yeah, man, I love you nonetheless, man. I love you nonetheless. But without further ado, welcome all. It is your boy Troy Yeager, and I'm back at it again, guys. Back with another one. Blah. I'm mambling. Back again with another Raw review, man. And it is the final Raw before King and Queen of the Ring. And we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. You know what I'm saying, though? But a lot of, I could say good matches. Good matches, man. The main event was absolutely great. Uh, some segments were very, questionable. You know what I'm saying, though. Not questionable in a bad way, but you know what I mean, though. But without further ado, without wasting anybody's time, mine included. I'm just joking. I love doing this. Let's get into this week's Raw. Let's get it. Let go. All right, we open up with Sami Zayn, the Intercontinental Champion. Open up the show, man, not basic. It was good babyface promo, man. Advertising the triple threat match that he has to defend his Intercontinental title against Chad Gable and Big Bronson Reed. He's giving out this promo as like some sort of, he's saying in this, this triple threat match, it is like the embodiment of soul of the is it the body, the mind, and the soul. Sami Zayn, he's obviously the soul because he gives out a lot of heart. Big Bronson Reed's the body because strength. Strength is also a factor in this matchup, and the mind has to be Chad Gable. Because he's been manipulating the whole field thus far since his heel turn. But yeah, man, it was pretty compelling stuff, man. Pretty compelling stuff. And Chad Gable came out, to address Sami Zayn, saying that, what did he say? Yeah, that I motivated you to beat in Gunther WrestleMania. You owe me, you stole my moment, all that stuff. Then he went on to berate the entire Alpha Academy, one by one, until Otis, he got to Otis, and then the crowd was not having it, man. Telling y'all, Otis he's obviously the bigger, he's gonna be the bigger babyface, you know, between the three of them. Maxine Dupree, as well. But either that, man, people are focusing on Otis, man. There's even a free Otis sign. That's when you know that Otis is about to get super over right now. But other than that, man, Chad Gable speaking his mind to Sami Zayn, saying that he's gonna take his Intercontinental Championship. And then Sami Zayn asked a question to the Alpha Academy, like, how long you guys gonna let this guy punk you guys out like a punk bitch? You know what I'm saying, though? But other than that, man, we got the matchup. I was a little surprised why they make this match now, but it was for obvious reasons. It was just to see if the Alpha Academy was loyal to Chad. Very good matchup, obviously, man, because it's Chad and Sammy, man. They'll always deliver a very good match. And in between that match, Akira, Chad wanted Akira desired to interfere in the match, but he couldn't. He couldn't do it. Bad guy tendencies. He's not like that. And he also, Chad berated him as well, scolded him. He wanted, and then he relied on Maxine Dupree, telling Maxine to, hit Sami Zayn while Chad was distracting the ref. She did not also do it. Good guy tendencies, man. They're good guys. They don't do this. This is not what Chad trained them to do. And then Chad, unbeknowing, man, just barred them from ringside, and then that was left with Otis. Otis was his last, hope to winning this matchup. And yeah, man, at the end of the matchup, Otis interfered in the match. He didn't want to do it, but he had to do it. And Chad Gable took advantage with the Chaos Theory for the 1, 2, 3, and and Chad Gable earns a momentum towards the triple threat match. Very compelling stuff. You know, progresses the story with Otis. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like the unsung hero in this whole situation. And yeah, man, it was pretty good stuff. It was pretty good stuff. And after the match, Sami Zayn went to the back, feeling a little disappointed himself. The disappointed, actually, Otis met up with him in the locker room. Sami Zayn was disappointed in him. He expected more from him. He expected it from Chap, but not from him. But Otis apologized. Hey, man, we'll just have to see, man. This is compelling stuff. This is really really good stuff, man. Can't wait for the strip with that, man. It's gonna be a banger. And actually, after that, man, Michael Cole and Pat. Michael Cole actually acknowledged the QR code that appeared during the ad breaks for the Chad and Sammy match. And man, Uncle Howdy's brewing, bro. Uncle Howdy's brewing. 5 days are left. 5 days. If you guys know, you gotta go to Twitter X. I mean, or Twitter. I'm calling it Twitter, man. X. I don't even know, but there's 5 days left. Uncle Howdy, he's around the corner, man. He's around the corner, and we'll just have to see, man. This is interesting. Up next, it is Braun Breaker versus. Actually, this wasn't a match. This was not a match. Braun Breaker went up against this guy. They call him Kale Dixon. He's one of the Level Up superstars. Apparently, he's a former bachelor competitor. I didn't know that, or neither did I care. But other than that, man, this is not a match. This is an absolute mauling, bro. Braun Breaker just absolutely destroyed this man, thug. Gave him a sort of concerto under the steel steps. But other than that, man, this is not a match. This is an absolute mauling, bro. Braun Breaker just absolutely destroyed this man, thug. Gave him a sort of concerto under the steel steps. Wiped him out, man. Wiped him out. And then Adam Pearce came out to what is it? To berate Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker was not having it, bro. You should have put him in the King of the Ring match. Now he's out here, beating up people, bro. This is your fault, Adam. This is your fault. Also, after that, Ilya Dragunov went. There was an interview for Ilya Dragunov, telling him, addressing his loss from last week, saying that he expected it. He didn't expect it, but of course, it was knowledgeable. He wanted to like sort of acknowledge Jey Uso. It was obvious that straight from the main event, I would not obviously lose, but you guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. Glad to see he's trying to put Jey over as the main event. Still got some, for that. But other than that, man, great stuff. Ricochet came out, actually Ricochet interrupted the interview and said to Ilya that this is between us is not over. Then out of nowhere, man, unexpected, Braun Breaker just came in and speared the living crap out of this man, dog. Speared him into equipment's area right there. Absolutely destroyed this man, dog. I don't know what is going on here, man. The storylines is about to match together. I don't even know what's going on. Why? What did Ricochet do? What did Ricochet do? I don't understand. But yeah, man, this is gonna play out very very interesting with Ilya involved now. But Ricochet actually saved Ilya from the spear. But hey, man, we'll just have to see, man. We'll just have to see. Great stuff. Great stuff. Crazy start to the show, man. All right, up next it is Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky. It is the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament, and I must say this was a very compelling matchup. This is the match that absolutely just stunned me. It was very excellent women's matchup, man. Io Sky proved once again why she's one of the premier women's athletes in the world. Lyra Valkyria proving that she's one of the best up to NXT call-ups, in a while. You know what I'm saying, though? Great matchup. These two went back and forth with each other, trading blows. Io being technical in the matchup, targeting Lyra's leg. And at the end of it, man, oh my gosh. Lyra Valkyria actually beat Io Sky. I was a little perplexed. She beat Io Sky. And yeah, I was shocked. I thought Io was going to actually take the whole thing. But other than that, man, I think there's a reason why that happened, and that reason is in SmackDown. But we'll get it. But eventually, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. But other than that, man, compelling stuff. Lyra Valkyria moves on to the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament and is headed to Jeddah. Up next, it is Awesome Truth defending their World Tag Team titles against the Judgment Day of Jaden McDummer and Finn Balor, accompanied by Dominic Sanchez Mysterio. You know what I'm saying though? Good match, good match, good match. Great tag match. Awesome Truth becoming a even man. They're getting better by the week, man. They're getting better by the week. But the actual story here is it is Carlito, you know, reliable to the Judgment Day, because after this tag match, Carlito actually attacked one of the members of the LWO, Rey Mysterio, LWO in the back, you know, attacked him, injured him. What's his name? I don't even remember, man. I remember the other guy. His name's Mendoza, but the other guy is Joaquin Wilder. Yeah. Him. Yeah. Uh, but other than that, man, going back to the tag match, great stuff, great stuff. And then Carlito, unsurprisingly, came out to the ring to assist Judgment Day, but they were stopped by Braun Strowman, who came out and assist Awesome Truth. Ran after JD McDonough. I was like, bro, why you trying to get them disqualified? But you know, he was just suckering JD McDummer into to the ring to our Truth, capitalizing on the situation, hitting him with an AA for the 1-2-3, and Awesome Truth retain the World Tag Team titles. I don't know where this is gonna go with Braun Strowman the Judgment Day, but hey man, I look they're actually trying to plan for JD McDonough versus Braun Strowman next week. Hey man, we'll just have to see, man. We'll just have to see. But other than that, man, Awesome Truth retain the World Tag Team titles. Up next, we got Becky Lynch coming out, the Women's World Champion, coming out to the ring. You know what I'm saying? No, standard. But actually, no, not standard. This is actually a good Becky Lynch promo, man. It wasn't cringy. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't cringy, but it was good. It was great. It actually was started to become great when Liv Morgan came out to also speak to Becky Lynch. Telling Becky that she's a hypocrite, that you just a selfish person. You just like taking opportunities from other women. Don't know, she kind of, when Liv's saying this, Becky kind of reminds me of someone. I am a little American. I can't put my finger on it. But other than that, man, very good segment between them, man. Becky Lynch wanted Liv to come to the ring, and them having a good old fashioned cat fight. Well, I can't say that actually. That's a bad word. That's a bad word now. All out fight. But Liv Morgan, being the smart person here, she's gonna telling Becky that you're gonna have to wait until King and Queen of the Ring. But yeah, man, it was a very good promo. Becky Lynch, really, out here telling her truth. Like I broke through the glass ceiling. I put women's wrestling on the map. I main event WrestleMania. You're gonna have to fight every. Liv's gonna have to. You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. It's a good promo. Good promo between the both of them, and this is gonna be a very interesting match. But I'm pleading. I'm pleading for the trigger to be pulled, bro. But yeah, good stuff. Actually, that's technically bragging. Now I think about it, Becky was just bragging. But nah, bro. We're moving on. We're moving on. Up next, it is the women's fatal four-way match to determine the number one contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. It is Damage Control, consisting of Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark versus Katana Chance and Kaden Carter. Newsfest, Life of a Party, man. They seriously need to change up their gimmick, man. And Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile. This was a very good women's fatal four-way match. They're trying to, make it match up to the men's fatal four-way match from last week. I mean, it came. I could say not really. It didn't came close, but just I can't even believe him say this was just a filler fatal four-way match. I'm sorry. The real actually MVP of this match was Maxine Dupree, man. She was really showing out, man. She was showing out. Did her thing, you know what I'm saying, with the worm reverse, you know what I mean, the reverse stuff. But at the end of the day, man, sadly, Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark capitalized on the situation, and they got the win. They are now the new number one contenders for the women's tag team championships. Yeah, Maxine Dupree is gonna get scolded again by Chad Gable. I noticed something about Chad early on. I know this is kind of we're late into it, but Chad got "You Suck" chance for his theme song. Dude, he's getting over. Nah, man, this is crazy. This is crazy. I even forgot about that. But yeah, man, that is absolutely great, man, for Chad, man. He's getting over, man. He's getting over quick, and I wish they could have pulled the trigger. I wish they pulled the trigger early on sooner, and I wish they could just pull the trigger at King of the Ring. But we're gonna have to be patient for that big moment. But yeah, man, great. Fatal 4-Way. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark wins. And up next, it is the main event of Monday Night Raw. It is Jey Uso versus Gunther. Almost said King Gunther because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's starting to suit him, bro. King General Gunther. But we just have to wait for that to happen. It is the semifinals of the King of the Ring tournament. And absolutely great match as usual, man. Jey Uso really, man, he was very good in this match. Not to say that he wasn't good in any of his matches, but he was really going out there doing his thing, man, pushing himself to the limit against Gunther. Gunther was targeting the arm, just dissecting him from head to toe, you know what I'm saying? No, from arm off, clean off, bro. It was an absolutely great matchup. There was a referee bump in the middle of that match. I thought it was, oh my gosh, but they can't like, something's gonna happen. But surprisingly enough, Jey Uso, gave the Uso splash to Gunther, and referee almost to count it to 3. I was like, damn, I can't believe they're gonna do this. But Gunther kicked out, thank goodness. But at the end of that, man, Gunther just straight up went rogue on this man, dog. Started hitting him, and then locked his arm over to beside his head, I believe. Yeah, his head, and then just straight up just choked them out, and that was that, man. Jey Uso was done for. Absolutely incredible stuff, man. Gunther is now on to the finals of the King of the Ring tournament, and man, it's already been fulfilled, man. King Gunther has arrived. You know what I'm saying? Not yet, but I'm still waiting. We're still waiting for that crowning moment, nonetheless. And yeah, that has been your Monday Night Raw, man. Really compelling stuff. It was a bit. I wasn't saying it was bland, but it really progressed the stories of each, feud and matches together. I mean, moving forward, and yeah, man, we just have to wait for King and Queen of the Ring PLE, man, in Jeddah. But other than that, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in today's episode of Raw Review. It has been your boy Troy Yeager. Follow me on all socials and follow Stomp on all socials. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button, bro. Leave a like, turn on that notification. Leave a comment if you will. Share this. Share it amongst your friends. You know what I'm saying, though. And without further ado, it is your boy, 4 Winner. And I'm out. Deuces.